Oh, look at us, twinsies. Watching from the Philippines, yay. Oh, anybody see that?
Boobs. Yeah, let's see your boobs.
Boobs. It's backwards. But basically, this was my Christmas Chanukah gift. My gift from my bestie over here, and we're twins now. So I'm going to go on. I haven't put us on YouTube yet. Are you on any other social media, or you're just sticking with the...
I was going to try Facebook tonight, since I see you have a lot of people over there.
Okay.
So I'm here and Facebook. So I think I'll go live on Facebook real quick.
All right.
Let's see how it works. Okay.
All right. So for all you hang in there, we're going to be right there. We're just trying to multitask. I'm going to do TikTok too. We're going to be all over the place. It's going to be nuts. Okay. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be freaky. It's going to be out of control. Okay. That's a little extreme.
Okay. Let's see.
Let's see. That's right. Let's see what's going on here.
All right. Hold on here. So, wild women with wine.
If you guys are just starting, hey to Herc 420. If you guys just are seeing us now, we're just preparing for a question and answer session. We're gonna have some real good questions and answers coming up right now. Just trying to get organized.
So we're live on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh yeah! Woohoo!
All right. So
I'm trying to get live on TikTok, but it's not working right.
Give people a few minutes to come in. And do you have your wine?
Sure do. Need more though.
Here we go.
You got red? You got red. Is that red? Oh yes, that's red. Why is this not working? I got such problems going on over here. All right, I'm going to try to get on YouTube.
All right. Let's see who's in here. So SC guy says hi. Great to see you guys. Thank you. Good to see you here. So we've got a few questions that have been asked today. And
oh, good.
So if you have other questions that you want to pipe in,
okay,
please let us know. And, you know, you could ask us like holiday questions, like, you know,
holiday questions. I like that.
You know, what kind of sexy things do people like for the holidays? And for the men watching, we always want to know, like, what's like your favorite gift to get?
That is a good idea.
What kind of things kind of blow your mind when somebody gives you that kind of a
gift?
The gift of
the gift of wine, women, and sauna.
Hey Douglas, how are you? Good to see you. So Karen's on Instagram and TikTok and whatever, YouTube.
And YouTube. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I'm going crazy over here. I'm multitasking.
So I'm just here on Facebook and Instagram. I'm just gonna do double header tonight.
Double header. This is pretty good, I think. This is pretty good. All right, so we're all set up here. If you guys have any questions, ask away. Last time I was asking what's your favorite football team, and that was a fun little frolicking game of what's your favorite football team. That was so exciting. Well, you know I'm a Bears fan, and I know you're a 49ers fan.
I am. Okay. You know, I born in San Francisco, I have to be. So it's like, you know.
Chicago, have to be the Bears. So yeah, we're talking about Bears. But let's ask some more like exciting questions than that.
Okay.
Like, we need some exciting questions from you guys. Hi, Brendan, and hi, Peas and Rigo. I like last time I was asking, like, how do they come up with these screen names?
Seriously, yeah. There've been some pretty funny ones, especially on your YouTube.
Oh my God. All right, so here we go.
I think you get the most creative ones over there.
I got
Like,
creative shit going on.
long,
Well,
duck, dong, or whatever.
long time. Real wreck fake. I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you?
Okay.
Good. We're going over here on YouTube and TikTok, and here's the question. Get ready for this one. It's a doozy. Do you like to talk dirty in bed? Hippo Skyline asked that question.
So can you on YouTube, can you hear Karen? Let me know. Just
You mean on
wave a
Facebook?
hand.
On Facebook.
No, I mean you on Facebook. Can you hear Karen on Instagram? That's what.
Yeah, and you on YouTube and TikTok. Can you hear Nancy? I'm with Nancy Sutton Pierce. She's a doctor of love. She's a doctor of sexology. She's a doctor of a lot of things.
I think I need to change. I need to take the word sex out of everything. I think now, because all of this censorship on social media is making it impossible.
How about the name of my podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom? When is that going to get in trouble?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that to happen.
Like,
why are all the evangelical people taking over the entire United States? Well, what's going on with that?
well, we need to stop that crap. Honest to God. I mean, it's really.
So we better talk dirty right now all we can.
Let's talk dirty. So
Do you like to talk?
So did you hear about one of Biden's people that called the Republicans fuckers?
No. No, but I kind of like it.
And of course,
Did you guys hear that?
Of course, the Republicans are totally offended. Oh my God.
Did you guys hear the same thing she was saying? She said that apparently Biden, one of the Biden kids,
his team, one of his team
called the Republicans
fuckers.
What? Fuckers. Mother suckers.
Just fuckers. She did hashtag fuckers. And
right.
I think it's hilarious because they've been so, just deal with Trump's offensiveness, and, it's no big deal. It's just the way he is. And, and then a woman calls them fuckers, and they just have had a conniption. I think it's so funny.
Mother frickers. Yes, you did hear what she just said. Are you a Republican or a Democrat? Take a wild guess.
Neither.
She's neither. I'm definitely a dem. I'm a dem to dems. But this is not about politics right now. What if the Republicans call Biden a fucker? Yeah, they have.
They have. They've called him worse.
Wait, so, we were on the question by Hippo Skyline, which I'd love to know if you're there, Hippo Skyline. How do you get the nickname Hippo Skyline? That's an interesting question. Anyone want to take a guess how we got the Hippo Skyline name? All right, whatever. He wants to know, do you like to talk dirty in bed? I do. And the question. It's hard not to talk dirty in bed. If you're not, what are you even talking about? Like, church stuff that you go to church and read in bed, and what are you? Even that can be kind of sexy. But I'm bringing out the Bible.
Do you recite the Bible? I mean, for some people that might be a total turn on,
The Bible can be a turn on, especially when they're talking about, like, sleeping with your, the other brother, or if, someone dies, things like that. There's a lot of sex stories in it. I don't know about you, but I've heard those. Maybe I'm just tuned into those. All right, back to the other questions of the day. Another question by Hippo. Hippo Skyline had a lot of questions. How long has the longest sex of your life lasted? Do you have a stopwatch going?
34 years.
Oh, 34 years. Is that how long you've been married with your husband?
Yeah.
Good one. Mine has not lasted 34 years. I would say that's well, I'm going to throw it out to you guys here on TikTok and YouTube. What's the longest sex you've ever had? How long has it lasted? Talking dirty in bed is the best. I tell my girl to toss my cell before dessert. I like that. Bird Poop Daddy. This guy's got a nice name. Bird Poop Daddy. That's good.
He must have a bird.
I don't know. Maybe he's got a big bird. Who knows? So the longest sex, I have no idea, but it's an interesting question. And next time I will pull out my phone and I'll press start and see how long it lasts. And after 5 minutes, we might be done.
Can I ask a favor? When you put the question up for a second and then take it back down.
Oh, take it down. Because we don't. They see your face. They're going to see your face. You can't see.
The people.
Okay, so
yeah.
okay. Here's another one from Hippo Skyline. Would you rather have sex in the shower or the kitchen? Shower, kitchen, shower, kitchen, shower, kitchen.
You know, there's something super hot about kitchen sex.
Kitchen sex.
But I have a really great island in my kitchen here. And
I'm sure you've used that island.
Maybe.
All right, what do you guys think? Kitchen or shower for sex? I'm going with shower. Keep it all this clean and neat and organized.
I mean, shower sex is. I mean, I would be happy with either. I'm happy with either.
Anybody here on TikTok want to weigh in about whether or not you like
what
or
you
any other room?
Get really dirty and sticky in the kitchen and finish it up in the shower.
Yeah, put all kinds of like food all over your body. You know, put some chocolate syrup and whipped cream, and then
chocolate syrup. Oh my God, you're just so reading my mind. It's like little chocolate syrup and a little dab of whipped cream here and there.
Knowing you though, you'd have to make everything look beautiful. So it'd have to be sprinkles, and it couldn't be just slapped on chocolate. And no, it'd have to be something.
Mine would have to have a pattern.
There'd be a pattern. It would be beautiful because we're Libras. Wait, and Gordon says, "What the heck, both?"
Both, yeah.
Kitchen, cause my girl loved to lick the spoon. Oh, Burp Poop is coming up with some puns over here. Just saying.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah. Music Man, I can't remember, but I think 20 minutes at short end, 45 to an hour in the long ends. There, you know what? It depends on your definition of sex. If your definition of sex just is, talking dirty in the morning and not having sex until, 11 o'clock at night, then you can say it's long. But if your definition of sex is strictly intercourse, then, it's another story in itself.
I think that's where a lot of people get lost, is that they think sex is just intercourse. And then because they hear people like say, oh, we had sex for like 8 hours. Well, they're not having intercourse for 8 hours, but they're playing, they're being sexual, they're teasing, they're toying, they're resting, they're cuddling, it's like, it's an experience. It isn't an event, it's not just a moment. So make your sex last 24/7.
24/7. Nancy, Sutton Pierce.
Yes.
24/7, make your sex last long. We got a lot of stuff going on with the kitchen here. Okay. You have the prep counter and then a sex counter. Okay.
Oh, you shouldn't mix your prep counter with your sex counter.
You don't want to do that, especially if there's like fresh meat around.
Well, there's usually fresh meat.
All right. Favorite movie, favorite TV or movie sex scene? These are good questions. Whoops.
Oh,
do we have any favorite TV or movie sex scenes? I used to have a lot of these. Okay. It was
I saw a great one the other night. But
what was it?
Tell me yours.
No.
It was a Keanu Reeves series called The Patriot, I think. It's not, or maybe it was a movie, The Patriot. Not a great movie, but it had 2 sex scenes in it that were hot. I mean, if I were directing it, which I always think about, directing these kind of things. So I think, if I were directing it, that's exactly how I would have directed it.
Okay, you ready for this? I love the scenes that I've been watching in Peaky Blinders. There's some hot sex scenes going on in that show. You guys have to watch Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders and Animal Kingdom. Whoa. Definitely Animal Kingdom. And there's some good stuff on Netflix. Netflix is definitely good foreplay. Send you a link?
Yeah, send me links.
I'm sending you links for those 2.
Well, when I created that erotic film festival, I had to watch films as you know, the
Oh, I
curator.
forgot about that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I had films sent from all over the world. Some of them were terrible. I mean, like painful, but you have to watch them because they submitted them, right? Because it was like an official film festival submission. So you have to watch them. But then there were some that were woof, really good.
Really
So,
good.
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, like remember the movie Walk on the Moon, and it was Diane Lane and Viggo Morgan.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was
Whoa,
like her. Yeah, yeah.
that was some good
How
sex.
about
All right.
how about a couple of the scenes in 9.5 weeks?
9.5 weeks, I was going to mention that. Yeah, 9.5 weeks is known, it's on everyone's sex list. But I swear nowadays, like there's way better sex scenes on some of these just
Yeah,
regular old Netflix channels. I'm telling you.
right.
Mhm. Well,
Sharon
we got some
Stone's Basic Instinct. Yeah,
Basic
there were some
Instinct.
hot scenes
I
in
was going to
that.
say Basic Instinct. Here, Bird Poop Daddy said favorite was the first Terminator. Dude was banging homegirl hard with a passion. Okay, then.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that because I don't remember that.
Yep, we got to go back to watch this one. All right, here's another question from Guzman Eduardo. Have you been naughty this year? Yeah. Has anybody else been naughty this year? No, the guy said hello. I'm from Texas. What? Oh,
I think I've been extra naughty this year.
have you been extra naughty this year because you're home and you're like bored and you got to try some new stuff out? All right, what's going on here with the YouTube?
Not because I'm bored.
And you guys bored? Are you bored in the house and you're in the house bored in the house? Anyway, where was I? Unfaithful. I love that with Diane Lane. That's the other one I was thinking of. SC guy. Yeah.
That's another good one.
Yeah, that was another good one. I should curate a list and we'll put it up on somewhere. I'm going to put this list together one of these days.
Hey, let's do a virtual film festival where we have people submit titles to their favorite, most erotic, sensual. We'll do categories like I did with mine. Like I did music videos, I did documentaries, I did features and shorts. And
okay.
We can create. I even have a web link, called Eroticos. I could just use that and
put it out. You guys, you heard it here. We're doing a virtual erotic film festival. We're going to put together clips of all our favorite sex scenes. She's writing a list. Oh, and here we go.
Yep.
All right, here we go. A question from Rough Riders. Oh, here we go. Rough Riders. Hey, there you go. This is always a brain test for me. Rough Riders 98. Has a younger guy ever taught you anything sexually? Yes. I'm always willing to learn. I would say that, yeah, I mean, I don't know about, what do you think? Teaching, or are you the teacher? I'm usually the teacher.
I actually really
That's a good question.
Not to be the teacher. I try not to be the teacher.
So you can be a good open student?
Because I've been told that perhaps because of my profession that I might be a little intimidating. So wait, can I just repeat this for the TikTokers and the YouTubers? Nancy's been told she could be a little intimidating in the bedroom, so she tries not to be the teacher. She tries to be the student, right? I try to be just open to the experience, and
yeah.
I mean, there's always something to learn and challenge yourself. Anytime you're in a different experience. So
I agree, and well, does everybody else agree?
And I'm not a critic. I'm not a critic.
She's not a critic. Oh yeah.
I'm not scoring.
Okay, so we're back to Birdman Poop here. Wait, Birdman Poop. What is this? I got 22s. I don't know what this means. Oh yeah, I am naughty every year. Only difference is Mrs. Claus visits me for my punishment. Such a bad MILF. Okay, there you go.
So here's a question that we had. How do you approach a cougar during lockdown?
How do you approach anyone during lockdown? You have to do it all virtually.
There you go.
You can do a lot of stuff virtually.
Yeah.
Like our erotic film festival. We'll be doing
Yes.
that virtually.
Yes. And then somebody said on my questions, you guys are amazing.
Oh, thank you. That's a good question. I like those kind of questions.
And then
if you're the
next one-
teacher, Karen, I definitely see you after class. Okay. You may have to stay after class. Some people have to stay after class for being extreme. All right.
Well,
let's see.
sometimes, you know, they have to learn their lesson several times.
Have you ever made a sex tape? Rough Riders 98 would like to know. Ooh, are we getting to, we have to ask that question about 20 minutes further into this live stream when she drinks a couple more glasses of wine. I'm going on record saying yes. There's only one made, and it's in my safe, and it's on a like a mini DV. So, and I also put on there, if my kids find this, to destroy this immediately after seeing it. Don't even look at it. Just put. I don't even know how anybody can look at it because it's under. You can't even play it. So you have to make a sex. You know, who even like sex tapes? I mean, sex DVD. Have you guys ever made a sex tape? Have you guys? Let me know if you made a sex tape. Oh, can we see it? No, you can't see it because I can't even play it. Oh, so I can't play it. Both of you look a little uncertain, a sense of pause. No, there's no uncertainty. She's the uncertain one, but that's only because I guarantee she'd make not one, but several. I know her. The trick part of it for her was one sex tape.
Yeah. So here, this is funny that you have the same thing in your safe, because in our safe we have an envelope with some things in it.
There's an envelope,
and on the outside of it, and outside of the envelope it says, "In the event of our demise, destroy this immediately, because there's not enough money in your inheritance to pay for the therapy you will require should you watch them."
That is very funny. That's a good. I should add that addendum. All right, so for you guys who might have missed that, she has on her sex tape in an envelope to her kids saying, if you open this up, you're gonna need a ton of therapy after watching it. So just remember, no, I have not made a sex tape. Well, you guys should try it. I highly recommend that. If you guys are bored in the house and you're in the house bored, I'm saying that for my TikTok people. If you're bored in the house, okay, try making a sex tape. It's fun. Just don't do it on, like, I know someone who was dating someone. This was before COVID. And they made a sex tape, and then they broke up, and he decided to, like, put it on Facebook. It was not nice. Not nice at all.
Well,
so
there's a law.
You have to really trust the person.
That now. Yeah, revenge porn. There's
revenge sex tapes are not a cool thing. Right. Would you date a Jamaican? Cool blacks would like to know if you would date a Jamaican. Why wouldn't I date a Jamaican? Would you date a Jamaican?
I mean, I have a lot of Jamaican friends and people I love that are Jamaican, so I don't.
Yeah, you're talking about someone who goes to Jamaica.
I don't see where you're from has any relevance.
Yeah, we're pretty open-minded, mature women over here. Real red face. I tend to watch your lives without chatting. You've definitely taught me a lot. That no fap definitely benefited in my sex life. Something serious. Oh, it did. So we did the no fap, meaning no masturbating or no sex. And it was beneficial. So good. If it worked for you, that's great. Right? I
would love to know how they felt it worked for them. And did they just do the 21 days challenge?
How many days? Real rap. How many days?
No pleasure. No
pleasure.
We ran
out. Okay, he did 9 months. Ooh. You're lucky you didn't explode.
Yeah.
Who am I talking to? Annie would like to know.
How did it benefit him?
And how did it benefit you? Okay, so I'm actually live and on not just TikTok, but I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Instagram, and on Instagram with Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce. And she's a doctor of, I love to say, the doctor of love and sexology and a lot of other things that I wouldn't even attempt to list right now.
And
She's a
I
nurse.
can add helicopter pilot now.
She can now add helicopter pilot to her list of accomplishments. She's a nurse. She's a yoga like guru. I don't know. Don't even start because you'll never get done with this list of accomplishments. If the relationship based on sex, when you're this old, you got a lot of things to talk about. No offense, but isn't women who usually like games? No, Brian. No offense taken. I wrote a book here, Brian. Fuck games, date cougars. Just because you have to understand that older women, the beauty of being with an older woman is that they're done with the games. They don't have those games. The younger girls, they want to play those freaking, don't call them back after 2 or 3 weeks and then call them back. No, you don't do that.
I hate the games. If you know, in the book I wrote, 10 keys for a guide for men, 10 keys to unlock your woman's sexual desire. Yeah. And one of the things I say in there is like in complimenting, you know, if you're thinking something nice about somebody or you're thinking about them, let them know. Don't keep that a secret. That would be like us thinking about giving you a blowjob, but never doing it and expecting credit for it.
Expecting credit for it. So basically, what she's saying is, learn to tell someone what's on your mind. And like I did this. I remember I was at a restaurant. I see a really good-looking guy at the bar, and I don't know if he was waiting for something or whatever. I just walked up and I'm like, starts talking to him, and then I find out he is waiting for a date to come to the bar, a blind date. And I'm like, okay, so if the blind date doesn't turn out, here's my number. So who do you think gets a call the next day? Little old moi.
There you go. That's awesome.
Oh, you came from TikTok, did you? If anybody knows how we can do double screen on TikTok, let me know.
Yeah, teach us.
Here's a question from Annie. I like someone, but I don't want to ruin a good friendship. Wait a second. P.S. P.S. I think it's probably bi. Okay. So to me, it doesn't really matter if you like a man or a woman, and it doesn't matter if you're bi or straight or whatever you are. What matters is if you think that if you feel like you really have a good connection with this person, I say go for it. I say go ahead and talk about it. And the worst that can happen is that it doesn't work out, and if you're really good friends, then you'll be able to come back to it. What do you think?
I'm sorry, say that again. I was being interrupted here.
You're interrupted. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So basically, Annie is asking.
My family was interrupted.
Anne's asking, I like someone, but I don't want to ruin a good friendship. P.S. I'm bi. And what do you have to say about that? Should she ruin a good friendship by making a move? Is basically what she's saying.
So is she wanting to make a move with a same-sex friend?
Yes.
Same gender?
Yes.
And is that friend known and out with being bi as well? Oh,
and that is a good question. Do we know that she is open sexually to a woman? That's a good question. Let's see what's going on over here. I got some things going on YouTube. All right, back to the no fap. I'm telling you, the hornier you get a Music Man, the hornier you are, the better your game is. On top of that, you last longer, my experience. So apparently for 9 months, he wanted to explode, but he didn't explode. Did you have any wet dreams? I don't know. Yeah, I think that it would be, if it worked for you, that's great. And back to her, she thinks that the woman is open to a woman. If you know her well enough and you think that she would, let's just give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work out, right? If you're friends, you'll still be friends.
When somebody says I think, they don't know. So I would have some conversations around that first, because if you approach someone who isn't comfortable with that part of their sexuality yet, it could very easily ruin the friendship.
Oh, okay. Here you go. So
So
you better
have
come up
some
with,
general
yeah,
conversations
and
around.
she's recommending you have some general conversations around the subject of bisexuality to see if she is in fact open to it. 'Cause sometimes you might think maybe, but then if she's not, it'll be very awkward and uncomfortable, and you don't want to think. So we need some more information. Just get some more information on that before making a formal move. And if you guys and girls and whatever are on here and you disagree with us, please weigh in. Or if you agree, weigh in. Can you buy me a PS5? I'm poor. I get this kind of shit all the time on TikTok. Can I buy a PS5? First of all, it's impossible to get those PS5s. I heard that they're going like crazy trying to get them, like it was like the Cabbage Patch Dolls or something. You know,
So somebody on Facebook, Katrina, just said, "Yep, I know from experience." And I think, Katrina, you're referring to the bi friend approaching
right.
Conversation. So let me know if that's what you were referring to. And I think that's a tricky area with same sex. Well, with any friend that you want to take it to the next level.
That's what I'm saying.
Is
I
to
think
have,
you have to have a conversation.
have some conversations around the subject, like, gosh, this friend of mine, use another person as an example.
I love that one.
And say, this friend of mine was having this dilemma. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Or you can say, this friend of mine is having a relationship with a girl and she's really digging it. What do you think of it?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, back to the no fap. We're all over the board here, okay? We got no fap going on YouTube, and we got the stuff going on TikTok. How should I ask my friend to sleep with me? I like her a lot. Well, Josh said we're talking about. We're going to go back to you in a second because we're going to no fap now.
Talked about that. Yeah.
We're talking about the wet dreams and the leakage that happened to Real Rec when it first started. After the first 2 weeks, and then after that, can you find me dinner at my home? Can you find me dinner at my house? You're barking up the wrong tree here. I don't cook. My boyfriend cooks.
Who is this person? And tell him to stop it.
No, he's just being he's a little testy because he probably has to come right now because he's been doing the no fap thing for so long. Did it make you more like? I'd like to know if it made Real Rec more like agitated. Did it make you more like angry, being that you were all pent up and ready to explode?
It's actually shown to not be healthy. So
and the sexologist doctor said it's not shown to be helpful, actually. So be careful with that.
No, or healthy. I mean, it's healthy. Orgasms for the prostate are incredibly important. Ejaculation,
and it helps prevent cancer. Doesn't it? I read an article that helps prevent cancer. Prostate cancer.
It helps prevent hypertrophy, which is like a swelling and enlargement of the prostate gland. And so it's like keeping the pipes open.
We got to keep those pipes draining.
Clean your pipes.
Clean out your pipes. It's recommended that you clean it out either by masturbation or by sex or by a combination of both or whatever you need to do. Fleshlight.
If you're gonna when you masturbate, make it last at least 15 or 20 minutes. Don't do the 3-minute jerk off.
Okay, now did you hear that? She said if you're going to masturbate, don't do the 15 to 20 minutes because, do the 15, 20 minutes. Do make it last 15 to 20 minutes if you can, because if you start training your body to come after like 3 minutes, then you're going to be with a partner and you may come way too fast for your enjoyment. Does that work?
Yeah, well, I told you that I talked, when I was doing the film festival, I talked to a lot of porn makers.
Oh yeah.
And they admitted to me that they create porn for the 3 to 4 minute ejaculator.
Yeah.
So their porn is designed for guys to come quick.
Right.
And I looked at him and I said, so you're creating a whole generation of premature ejaculators.
Yeah.
And he goes, whatever.
They don't care. They just want to get in and out.
But guess who suffers for that? The men suffer because they always feel inadequate because the women are not even warmed up yet.
Yeah.
So guys, if you do suffer from preterm or premature ejaculation, please learn women's sexual anatomy and learn
Okay.
everything else you can do to please her, so that when you get yours, she's already like dead tired.
All right. I hope everybody heard all that. Basically,
Yeah.
if you like to come real quickly, make sure you please a woman, otherwise she's going to be very aggravated. Speaking of aggravation, Real Rex said at first it made me really aggravated. However, meditation and a healthy diet definitely benefited him. Are you over this whole thing now, Real Rex, or are you still in the process of it? Are you over it?
Done with it?
I don't believe what that expert said. I did quite well, and my testosterone levels definitely rose during this no-fap experience. No disrespect, though, I understand. So he disagrees a little bit with you, but that's okay because we don't all have to agree. We can live like that.
Well, I think that what I would say is that's very cool. I mean, your experience is your experience, and I commend you for really trying to understand your body and your sexuality. But please don't promote it as an expert to others, because it could be very damaging to other people.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Hello to you, Red December. Where to find women in these dark ages? We just talked about that. I think your best bet in the dark ages is to really just go online. There's so many dating services.
The new dark ages.
This is the dark ages. They're fucking dark ages. You should go. I should go. You should go live with Nina Hartley sometime. You know what? When I see her, which is getting fewer and fewer times because we're locked down here in California, we don't really want to work. It's work.
Right.
We're usually eating. And we haven't been able to do any of that. Okay, back to here, Joshua. Only problem is she's my friend's wife also. Okay, so I must have missed the first part with how do I ask my friend to sleep with me? I like her a lot, and now apparently it's his friend's wife. I think that's a bad idea. That's me.
That's if you. I mean,
I just don't like that.
Are they in an open relationship?
Yeah, I mean, well, he's asking how
there's a lot more questions than answers here.
Yeah, I would say, why don't we ask some questions first and find out a little more information before you jump into, especially if it's your friend, because if you're a friend and you're trying to take away his wife, that's not nice. And then, by the way, if you want monogamy somewhere down the line with this person, you know that you're not going to be so monogamous either. So that's all I got to say.
I mean, I think that's a myth. You know, I think people there are some people that are just not monogamous yet. They're not ready to be monogamous.
All right. But I think if
they're not,
so you don't believe once
people that are never going to be monogamous. Yeah.
I think it's one thing if you're not monogamous and you're open about it, but if you're cheating,
right,
when you're in a monogamous relationship, I say that once a cheat, always a cheat. That's my theory. If you're a cheater, you're a cheater.
We'll have to talk about that. We'll talk.
I guess there are different reasons for quote unquote cheating, breaking an agreement, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Well,
all right, we'll talk about that.
I think a lot of people get into an agreement by default. Like monogamy is like the default in relationships and marriage. And people don't even have a conversation. One of the things that I do in my counseling is to put people in a situation where they actually have to have a consensual monogamy agreement and a conversation. Like,
right.
The
you want to have a conversation.
Yeah, because most people don't even have a clue what it means. So I think that there's a lot more to that. I think once people can make agreements that actually fit both of their little thought bubbles, and they can negotiate that, then cheating doesn't happen because they don't need to cheat.
Right. But
they can be honest.
If they aren't there, which I would say there are so many people that are not honest and do cheat, and they're not in therapy, and they're not with someone who can mediate them, then it's very problematic to me that someone is breaking that agreement and doing something deceitfully. That's just me. I have no problems. If my relationship is open, it's open. If it's closed, it's closed. But I'm going to be open. I'm going to be hopefully that I trust the person I'm with to be honest about it. It's just me.
That would be
Herc 420.
That would be ideal for sure.
I like what Herc 420 is 420 in honor of Marijuana Day 420. I'm enjoying the beautiful conversation you two are having, and I appreciate a mature woman who's not afraid to be out of her comfort zone. Yeah, Nancy and I are not afraid to talk about anything with each other or with you guys.
We are constantly out of our comfort zone.
I don't know what the comfort zone looks like. Joe Sub. Oh, Sub. I have a unique issue. I'm 60 and newly single. I've been married twice since I was 14. So what's the unique issue? What is it that you haven't had an opportunity to try staying single? It's a lot of fun. Just, just see what that's like.
Yeah. Find out, date yourself.
Date
Find
yourself.
out who you are.
Yeah, find out what makes you tick, because you might find all kinds of things. You might find out that you don't need to be with someone right now. I mean, you might find a lot of solace in just being alone and seeing who you are.
Yeah.
I like that.
I have a question. I have a question here, Karen. It says,
I'm listening.
when your partner has a higher sex drive and you work a lot, what should you do?
That is a tough. That's pretty much we've answered that question a number of times here. Obviously, the first thing you have to do is to have that conversation, like we just talked about. You've got to be honest about what's going on. You just have to have a heart to heart and say, "This is not working for me. What can we do to solve the problem?" There are ways to solve the problem. I mean,
right. Well, and I think one of the mistakes I see a lot of couples make, and Mark and I have talked about this a lot over the years, is waiting until the end of the day when you're tired and you get into bed to think about sex. That's like when you're both working and you're busy and you're tired, right. That's not the time to start sex. For most people, it's not going to work.
Don't start sex when a person is tired, right? But maybe you can start a conversation.
Well, that might be but you're tired. Start the conversation.
Start the conversation
right after dinner.
Right after dinner.
You're relaxed. You've got some food in your belly, and you sit down and you have a glass of wine or a cup of tea or whatever.
You watch one episode of Peaky Blinders.
What turns you on? Yeah.
Have that conversation. What turns you on? I like that. I think that's what I would
give each other a massage.
Massage to me is a great idea. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do right now. I will try. They lifted the restrictions today. Nothing was open after 17 p.m. until now. Where are you, Zigotina? I'm picky on the apps. Where to find what? Oh, okay. Red December. I was dating a cub for 4 years and we broke it off and been apart for 3 years. He wants to get back together and he says he's changed and is more mature. He's now 34. Should I say yes? If it was me and I wanted to, I would say yes. I mean, what do you think?
Sometimes going backward works and sometimes it doesn't. And
especially when there's an age and maturity thing. Because it was like, right. He's now 34 at the time.
I think give him
3 years ago, he was only 31.
Give him 5 dates of just dating, no sex.
Oh, did you hear that one, Red December? 5 dates, no sex.
No sex.
Just dating. You could kiss. Oh, who did? Christopher Wilkins. Thank you for the super chat. Just for that, Chris, not only do I thank you, I'm giving you a shout out, and you get to ask any question you want. And I will answer it, and we'll get Dr. Nancy to answer it, because that is very nice. Any kind of like little gifts on TikTok or a little, I don't know what you could do on Instagram, on Venmo.
Yeah.
Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce.
The blue-haired girl says, I want proof before going back. Yeah, you got.
That's Megan.
You really want to see who they are now. What does maturity mean to them? It means that they're older or they actually learned some things.
Right.
So spend more time talking, less time making out.
Right. What kind of conversations have you had about this with him that makes him say he's more mature now? He could have been more mature now. Real wreck. I realized lately rapport every week. It's not every couple of weeks during an intense extensive relationship definitely keeps the magic going. Once every week I met her. I'm not understanding what this is. I've realized my lately report. I don't know. It might be the wine, but I'm not sure where you're going with this. Sorry.
I was not following the way you were drifting.
I don't know. I might not have been able to read it properly. Buy me a PS5. I'm poor. If you're poor, why wouldn't you just take the money that you think that I have and use the money towards groceries? You know,
Yeah.
not a
Nobody
PS5 doesn't make me feel
like
fancy.
If you're poor, you got other issues. PS5 isn't going to solve them.
I'm 29. I'm sure I have a good chance. At what? Hey, thank you for following me here on TikTok. I appreciate it. You know what? I'm about to get 20,000 followers on TikTok, and I am happy as a pig in shit. I got that. One thing, oh, look at this here. One thing with monogamy is the lack of communication. You have to know what you want and share that with who you are with. Exactly. We agree with this.
Yeah. Well, I think, if monogamy, consent, I think we need to put the word consensual in front of it. Karen, would you try a hairstyle like Nancy's?
You know what? That is one thing. She is much more adventuresome hairstyles. Mine right now is just like, I was supposed to have it colored, and my boyfriend's like, you're not having someone come into the apartment to color your hair. Forget that idea. And he won't let me go somewhere else to cut the hair because he doesn't want me bringing any kind of germs back into the house. So basically, I'm dealing with I better learn how to color my own hair. That's what I think's got to happen. How did you meet Nina Hartley? Well, I had a YouTube channel for years where I was interviewing people, dating, sex, relationships. That's how I met, one of the reasons I met Nancy. And Nina, I interviewed several times on my YouTube channel. And then when I moved to California, we realized that we just wanted to have a better friendship. So we used to get every other week, we'd get manicures and pedicures together. That ended too, unfortunately. And I don't know, we just have a lot of fun together. I have a mutual respect for the woman. She's a very smart person. And I introduced Nancy to her too. We're all just a bunch of
Well, actually, I met her years before in line at Starbucks in Vegas.
Oh, there you go.
And then I met her again at a talk she was doing at the AVN.
Oh, so you met her. I thought you just met her for the first time when we went to the manicures, but no.
No, but it's probably the first time she remembered.
Oh, thank you. Red December likes watching the TikTok dancing. I love it. I mean, I don't know what goes into me. If I'm like in a bad mood or something, I just like, okay, you know what? It's time for me to go do a TikTok dance. Christopher is asking, what would your advice be to someone who is young like me and interested in cougars, but is too nervous to approach cougars? And if I actually could, where would the best place be to look for them? All right, so 2 questions. Where is the best place to find a cougar?
The cougar habitat.
A cougar den. Actually, yeah. No, we always laugh about that because there really is there are places that older, confident women do hang out aside from COVID. So I'm assuming you're asking about approaching cougars under normal circumstances, out in the wild, when they're out crawling out in the jungles. How do you approach them? So you've got to use the 5-second rule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mel Robbins, she's like, her rule is that within 5 seconds, your brain will tell you not to do something that you want to do, to make a decision, to act on it. So I say within 5 seconds, just act on that decision. You want to meet somebody, you walk up and you introduce yourself and say something intelligent, not like you've got nice tits. Say something like, something that's going to make.
Don't show your dick.
Don't pull out your dick. Just, but say something. Maybe it'd be about the surroundings or about something that's on the TV or something, just to get a conversation going. And then you ask the major questions like, what are your passions? Is there something that you're truly passionate about? Something that that will get her thinking, oh, he likes me because of what's up here, not just what he sees externally. But if all else fails, Christopher, my book. Fuck Games Day Cougars. Fuck Games Day Cougars. Fuck Games Day Cougars.
But
This book has
there's
every one of those questions answered in this book.
There's some great open-ended questions. So look, just Google open-ended conversation starters.
There you go.
And there's lists and lists and lists of
one-liners
that you can just open up a conversation with.
What is one? I had a good one-liner one time, because normally one-liners don't work for me. Because like the one that someone sent me once did not work was, "You're so hot, you're burning up my monitor."
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
That did not work.
That's not a conversation starter. That's
another guy walked up and said, "Is your last name Campbell? Because you're good." There you go. Now that didn't work, because that worked because it was so bad. It was so bad that it was good. You know, I like using humor. Chris, more parts to this story here. I like using humor a lot. I think humor is so attractive. It shows intelligence, and it's what I'm all about, because I don't take myself too seriously. So that would be my advice to you. Use your God-given talents. If you're funny, if you know a lot about a subject, that's something that might be interesting. If you know astrology, you know, you got me there. Astrology works for me.
And honestly, the most flattering thing you can do when you meet someone is to encourage them to talk about themselves.
Yes, that is super good advice, Chris. Make sure that you let them know that you are listening. It's a huge turn on to be heard. That's what I think my boyfriend got me.
Totally. I mean, it's like,
he was a bartender.
This person
bartenders
is
know.
interested in me. Yeah.
If you ever notice, bartenders are great listeners. They want tips, so they're gonna listen to you.
Yep. So, how to convince a woman older than you that age doesn't matter? Well, first of all, you can't convince anybody of anything. It's like you can't change anybody else. So let that one go. But you can set an example by being just yourself. And if a person's going to be attracted to you, after you become friends, after you spend a little time, after they get to know you, your age will not matter.
Age is a total number. Number.
It won't matter. So
just, for you guys just listening, I want to tell the YouTubers and TikTokers what happened. So a woman just asked, how do you convince older women, older than us, which, believe it or not, there are some out there that are older than us, that age doesn't matter.
There's a lot of them. Actually, there's fewer of them now this last year. But
oh my God. I love that. She just said there's fewer older women now since this last year, which is really funny, which is not funny, but it is funny.
Hey, you know what? Truth hurts.
Okay, I got a lot of stuff going on here. Your lives are beautiful.
We got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes.
Oh, we got 5 minutes. Okay, you guys. I had a man 18 years younger travel across the country by airplane to spend a week, and met him on a Cougar Cub website. That was 5 years ago, and we still talk. That is exciting. I love it. Bird poop, what? Or them pepperoni nipple are extravagant? Okay, real tough from bird
Did you
poop.
say pepperoni nipple?
Bird poop. I don't know what the fuck. What's a good, Steve is asking, what's a good Cougar Cub website? I find there not any good ones. I would recommend going on any regular dating site, whatever it is, Tinder, Hinge, whatever you want, and just put in like a large age range, just put in, or if you're only interested in older women, just put in older age range. Just put it down there. That's much better than going to a specific, because I don't see a lot of women going to the Cougar Life or any of that. I hate to say it.
All right, I'm trying to read this. Nancy is relationship between a young girl
and a cougar have a lot of differences. They want to know if there's a big difference between being in a relationship with a younger girl and a cougar. Yes, there's a big difference.
Well, there is, but it's so dependent on the person. You know, you can meet a 25-year-old who's been around and knows things and has had experiences and has some maturity. And I know a lot of 40-year-olds that don't know shit. So, I mean, I think we get so hung up on this age thing that we miss out on all these amazing people that could be in our lives on some level of interest. So I
kind of agree, and I pretty much think I can play the devil's advocate and say I think there's a big difference between women that are older and have had a lot of life experience than younger women. I think there is a big difference. I know how I was when I was in my early 20s is way different than when I was single in my late 40s. I mean, it's just a different. It's a different mindset. You just think differently, and I think, I mean, I just had a different attitude about what I had coming to me when I was younger, you know? So, I mean, there's wisdom with maturity. A few more stretch marks, a few more wrinkles, but there's definitely advantages to being with an older person who definitely, you know, it prioritizes things. I think it's a priority. You prioritize things differently.
Katrina talks about just on Facebook here about old souls. I mean, there are some people that
to some extent, some people have old souls for sure.
Beyond their years,
but that's more of the exception than the rule, I would think. You know, just purely on the fact of if you're different if you had kids than before you had kids. You're a different human being.
How can I tell them that I like them? Just say I like you. I'm interested in spending time with you. You fascinate me. I'm in awe of you. You know, if you're interested in spending time with me, I'd love to spend more time with you. Simple things like that work really well. Yeah.
We're in a Nina Hartley. I'm in a Nina Hartley night tonight. Are you really friends with Nina Hartley? Yes. I'm actually going to see her virtually on Saturday night. Awesome. We have a virtual date. Let's see. Nancy, do you do some exercise to build your glutes? Whoa. Of course she does. What, are you kidding me? You wouldn't want to be around her in a dark alley because I think you're also a black belt or something crazy like that too.
By osmosis.
All right. Well, I guess this is as good a time as any to end our live stream because it says you guys are awesome. Keep up the good conversation. Thank you, Ahmed.
Thank you.
Thank you to all the people here that have been on TikTok and YouTube and my super chatter, Chris and I love you guys. We're going to be back here next week, even if it is Christmas. No, it's not Christmas. Wait, we're not going to be here next. Is Christmas Eve next week?
Christmas Day is next week.
Oh, well, I would maybe. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, I have to decide because we might be driving. So we might be driving.
We're going to have to let you guys know. That's why turn your notifications on. Turn your notifications on. Yeah. Follow us on all our social media, and you will hear because we will let you know.
We could do the 26th for sure. We
might be able to do the Friday night. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on yet, but we can try to make arrangements so we see you guys. And then, or whatever it is, just follow us.
Yeah, follow us. We'll be announcing it. Good to see you. I miss you.
I miss you too. This is me and Nancy having a little love affair. Don't mind us.
Yeah, just close your eyes.
All right. Love you. Christmas is Friday. Thank you, blue-haired girl.